Okay, I'd just like to follow up by saying that everyone needs to really watch this video. It gives you a lot of knowledge about the satanic worship and who actually worships it, and it's connected with the Epstein's files. Hope you like enjoy the video like I did. So I'm going to play the video now.
Ancient idol, and he's definitely not what modern conspiracies claim. The Quran mentions Baal by name, and what it warns us about is far more dangerous than a statue. Some people think Baal is just a forgotten pagan god. Others believe he's a secret symbol used by powerful elites today. But both sides are missing the real story. Baal was a real object of worship in the ancient world, and the Quran presents him as a clear example of shirk, placing trust, fear, or devotion in something other than Allah. In this video, we're going to separate fact from fiction. We'll trace who Baal actually was in history, why Prophet Ilyas confronted his worship, how Baal later became a figure in occult texts, why modern viral claims, including Epstein-related ones, fall apart under evidence, and what Islam wants us to understand about Baal today. To understand why Baal matters in Islam, we first have to understand who Baal actually was. Baal was
I'd just like to mention they just mentioned the Epstein files as well. So this Epstein file that is going on is definitely linked to the satanic worship. What they're doing now, it was done thousands and thousands of years ago.
not a fictional character or a modern invention. He was a real figure worshipped across the ancient Levant, especially among the Canaanites and Phoenicians, more than 3,000 years ago. The word Baal simply means Lord or Master in ancient Semitic languages. It wasn't originally a proper name. Over time, it became a title used for a specific deity known today as Baal Hadad. Baal Hadad was believed to
Can you see the way the blood is actually on the idol here? And this is what I'm trying to get at, that they have to give blood sacrifice to fulfill their wishes. And with the Epstein files, we found out that they're giving blood sacrifice and even eating human flesh, which is the thing that we really need to focus on. That these people out there, these high elites, are actually doing this. That are actually ruling the world basically. And yeah, just let's carry on
control
watching.
storms, rain, fertility, and agricultural success. In a world where survival depended on rainfall and crops, this made Baal extremely powerful in the eyes of his worshippers. People didn't worship Baal because they were ignorant or foolish. They worshipped him because they were afraid. Afraid of drought, afraid of hunger, afraid of losing.
You see this part here now. They put that fear inside our hearts. The westernized people are putting fear inside people's hearts to make sure that without these elites, we cannot survive. And they're trying to oppress the people out there to make them understand that without our thing that we're doing, you won't be successful in life. It's just a bit scary to think about this, that the satanic worshipping that these are doing. I'm saying, give it another maybe 4 years, 5 years, they're going to make all of this legalized.
Control. And that fear is exactly what made Baal worship dangerous. Because Baal wasn't just a belief, he became a system of dependence, rituals, sacrifices, and obedience to something other than the one true creator. The Quran does not speak about Baal indirectly or symbolically. Baal is mentioned by name in Surah As-Safat, in the story of Prophet Ilyas, peace be upon him.
You see, now in our holy book, the Quran, the creators are already giving us advance notice about this idol worshipping that's going to be going on, these satanic things that are going on. And these things we really need to flag up. And we've already been told this, it's just that it's been hidden and no one's actually talked about it. But subhanAllah, it's good that the Epstein files has come out and everything's getting exposed slowly. Carry on watching.
Allah tells us that Ilyas was sent to a people who worshipped Baal, even though they knew who Allah was. Ilyas called out to them with a question that cuts to the core of faith. Do you call upon Baal and abandon the best of creators? Allah, your Lord and the Lord of your forefathers? This wasn't just a challenge to a statue. It was a challenge to their misplaced trust. According to classical tafsir, including Ibn Kathir, these people did not deny Allah's existence. They compromised their worship by relying on Baal.
You see, they still believe in the creator. They still believe that there's one creator out there, which is God. But the thing is, they didn't have no patience. They wanted it there and then, click of a fingers. How can we get everything so quick? A click of a button and it's there for us. So what these people done, they done a shortcut and they started to sacrifice human blood and eating, well, with Epstein files, they're eating humans' flesh.
For provision, safety, and success. That compromise is what Islam calls shirk. Shirk is not only bowing to idols, it is assigning divine reliance, fear, hope, or ultimate authority to anything other than Allah. Prophet Ilyas stood against an entire society built on that compromise. He was rejected, opposed, and isolated. But Allah honored him, and Allah condemned Baal. And that condemnation...
You know what the funny thing about this is? That we're all on about these wars that are going on in Iran and the Middle East and with Israel, yeah. But look at the war that has started right from the beginning of mankind, which is the war between the creator and the devil. So this war has been there from day one. But now these people with the Epstein files have actually come out and they're exposing it as though if it's a normality, if it's everything's fine with it and it's going to be okay to do it. It was like, if you have a look in the 1960s, just a quick point, gays and lesbians, there was nothing like that. But then slowly but surely, they've made it into a normality. Now, people that, I've got nothing against human beings. Whatever they want to do, they can do it. And, if they're happy, I'm doing it. But you just really need to get your head around this, that this war isn't about human beings. It's about the creator, which is our one Lord, against the devil, satanic worshipping. Watch it.
Nation is permanent. Over centuries, as Christianity and demonology rose, the pagan Baal was demonized. In the Ars Goetia, part of Lesser Key of Solomon, 17th century, Baal is the first spirit listed, a king ruling the east, appearing as a cat, toad, man, or all three. He grants invisibility, wisdom, rules 66 legions. Some, like Colin de Plancy, speculated a link to the Canaanite god, viewing pagan deities as fallen angels. Occult uses invoke Baal for concealment or knowledge via rituals/sigils. But here's the key. This is medieval European grimoires reinterpreting ancient myths, not direct continuation of worship. Most occult references treat it symbolically or as archetype, not literal ancient Baal rites. In today's world, the elite still invoke Baal for power, as evidenced in the Epstein files. Latest releases include millions of pages. One fax-like wire transfer document appeared to say Baal.name before Wachovia Bank. That's strange, isn't it? Similar claims link Baal to Jewish occult practices that the elites are using today.
You see, this is just another quick thought that I've got. Is just when the Christians used to listen to Isa alayhi salam, which was Jesus, may God be pleased with him. It seems as though if the Jews, the Zionist Jews, this is, they actually made this cult up that Jesus has said that he's God's son. So this is where the Christians need to be aware what the Zionist Jews are playing at. This is before our time. We can't prove it. We weren't there 2,000 years ago. But if you can get all the jigsaw puzzles, put them together, and think out the box, I think we'll get there slowly but surely. Watch.
This used to be conspiracy until now, but black magical rituals are still being unitized by the elites today. Baal Shem Tov Besht, founder of Hasidism, means master of the good name. Ancient biblical and Quranic criticisms of Israelite Baal syncretism is known throughout history until today. Additionally, recent 2026 Epstein file releases include emails showing he received 3 pieces of the sacred kiswa, the black, gold-embroidered cloth covering the Kaaba in Mecca, shipped from Saudi Arabia via UAE-linked intermediaries.
You see, this is where the Epstein's file comes again, like they've just mentioned in the video. They believe in Islam. They believe that Islam, the Muslims, believe in the one God, and we don't do no idol worshipping. So they needed some kind of holy thing to actually do black magic on. So that is a very big point that we need to actually look at. That I'm not promoting my religion. I'm just saying that my religion is clear as glass. So if we've got any questions as a human being, we can go to the Quran, and the Quran would actually give us guidance for the past, the present, and the future.
Like Aziza Al-Amadi in March 2017. The emails describe the pieces as spiritually significant, touched by millions of Muslims. Very suspicious indeed. This ties to occult rituals or black magic involving Epstein and powerful elites, using sacred symbols and objects for their so-called rituals. According to Islamic tradition, these occult threads link back to Prophet Solomon, whom Allah granted unique authority over jinn, winds, and creation to build the temple in Jerusalem.
You see, the temple of Jerusalem. This is what their target is. They think that the Antichrist, when that's going to come, that is their Messiah. Whoa, these people are so misguided. And just carry on watching it.
And uphold justice through divine permission alone, not through sorcery or disbelief, as the Quran explicitly clears him. Surah 2, 102. After his death, devils, shayateen, allegedly buried books of forbidden magic under his throne. People later unearthed them and falsely attributed the knowledge to Suleiman. This misuse spread in ancient Babylon, Babil, where angels Harut and Marut were sent by Allah as a test of faith. They taught seer only after warning learners it leads to disbelief and harms the soul without profit, such as separating spouses. During the Jewish exile in Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar, some traditions hold that exposure to Chaldean occultism combined with this Harut-Marut knowledge influenced the development of esoteric Jewish mysticism, including what became codified as Kabbalah, or Kabbalah, a system involving divine names, symbols, and jinn-like invocations, which Islam views as a form of shirk and forbidden practice rather than authentic prophetic guidance.
Well, that was mind-blowing for me when I actually watched it, because it was a really eye-opener. You know what, it was mentioned in the Quran what happened, and what these people are doing today. It's so much interlinked to understand where the Western society is going, especially with these elites. Look, at the end of the day, we pay our bills, we pay our taxes, we pay our insurances, we pay everything to these people, and where is our hard-earned money going, and who's it going to? I wouldn't like my money going to somebody that's going to sacrifice a child with my hard-earned money. Go and sacrifice a child and put that child's blood on a statue. It's just a way cool. I mean, when I watched this video, it was an eye opener for me that we was told 1400 years ago that these things are actually out there and they're happening. Just keep on following my videos, and hopefully I hope you liked it, because I got a lot of knowledge out of it, and I'm just here trying to spread knowledge out there. Okay.